1 Corinthians 15:33. Do not be deceived. Stop lying to yourself. Do not lie to yourself. Bad company ruins good morals. You may have good intention in your heart, but if you are surrounding yourself with people who smoke, you are going to smoke. So we talked about what is addiction and we talked about the internal effect of it. But let's talk about now, how do you actually overcome addiction? And these are the essential things that were key to me in overcoming my addictions. Number one is to walk righteously. Every time I talk about a solution in my videos, it always starts internally. It always starts with walking righteously. I will repeat this until the day I die. That is praying and having a actual communion and fellowship with the Lord. That is reading the Bible, studying it, understanding God's characteristics, and understanding the history of what he has done and what he can and will do for you today. That is serving, having a fulfillment of your purpose, having a fulfillment of those things that you're learning through communion and through prayer, and then fellowshipping with people who do the same to keep you accountable. That is walking righteously. If you don't do those things, how do you expect God to speak to you? How do you expect these truths that we just read in those previous verses to actually come true? You need to take the first step. Frankly, I do not care how you feel. If you have been holding on to this stronghold of this lie that church is just intoxicated, it's been poisoned by the world, and God has allowed his bride to be intoxicated, and there's no good in church, take that first step and go back to church. If you have not prayed in days and you have been doing this thing that I made up this term, it's called shame hacking. If you think that you are so far gone in your sin that God does not want you, look at the story of Adam and Eve. When Adam and Eve realized they were naked after they sinned, they tried to hide from God and cover themselves with fig leaves. God came, asked them, what are they doing? And then what did he do? He made a sacrifice and covered them righteously, covered them the right way with the blood of the lamb, with the lamb skin. See, our problem is that when we sin as Christians, we get into this mentality that God somehow now doesn't want us because we're not perfect. God knows we're not perfect. That's why he sent Jesus to die for our sins. He knows. He wants you to embrace the fact that he has covered it all. He has paid the price. He owns you. And now you have the duty to walk in your purpose to save other children of the Lord that he loves as well.